I'm like the Wolfman of Wall Street.
Right, that's it. This guy gives terrible advice.
I do recommend bringing your own toilet paper, though. You never know if your porta potty might be out.
Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Welcome to the podcast about running, health, fitness, family, fun, and all the adventures of life. Maverick here.
Wolfman here. Make sure you find us on Facebook, Instagram, big one's YouTube. Make sure you find us on YouTube. Hit all the little bells and buttons and subscription buttons, and that helps keep us coming to people like you.
Keep ringing the bell.
Ring it. Ding. Oh, fun stuff.
So, Wolfman,
Maverick.
I have a question to start the episode off with.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so you know when you go swimming, you're supposed to wait 45 minutes after eating.
I mean, yeah.
And everyone does. I've never seen anyone eat and go right in the water, ever.
Well, I do.
It's never happened. Here's my question.
Everybody waits 45 minutes to the T. Not a second more, not a second less. 45.
Listen, so here's my question. How much time should we be waiting, or should I be waiting, before I go for a run or exercise after eating? And I don't mean just like a nibble. I mean talking about like an actual meal.
Like a meal?
A meal.
So, I don't know if I've ever read any actual recommendations or anything, but I was just telling my athletes, in my opinion, you should finish your big meal. I said finish. An hour and a half to 2 hours before you run, in my opinion. Not starting it, finishing it. So you got to give yourself whatever time that is. But I don't know. I mean, I personally, I can finish my breakfast within an hour and go for a run, and knock on wood, have no problems. So I don't know. Is there a science?
Are you saying that 45 minutes is not long enough to wait?
I mean, I'm not a swimmer. I don't know. I don't swim. But no, I think even with some of this Morton fueling stuff I've done with like the sodium bicarb and all that stuff, your meal is like 2-ish hours before your run, and then you're ingesting that bicarb. I think it's within an hour before, something like that, so that your body is getting it where it needs to be for use.
Yeah, I would agree that with running in particular, any kind of like vigorous sport, 45 minutes is not enough time to probably process a substantial meal. Now, obviously, if it's like a banana or something like that, a piece of toast, whatever, Pop-Tarts as we used to sometimes eat before, that you might be able to get away with a part or full. If it's a marathon or something like that, half marathon, obviously you can eat a little bit of something during that, but depends on what it is.
Yeah. And, some things, and this is where I think trial and error comes into it a lot. If I'm going to go for a run, but I haven't eaten in a while,
yeah,
I'll take a spoon and get a little bit of peanut butter on it, eat that, a little bit of honey on that, eat that, and right out the door. There's no wait time.
And why do you pick those two things?
Because I have found for me they're easy on my stomach. The honey is a quick, good source of sugar, and you know I'm not burping it up the whole time I'm running. I don't throw up or anything like that. Like, I had a planned on a longer run today, so I had my breakfast like I always do. But like if I'm going on a long run, I don't generally put any kind of onions or peppers or anything like that in my breakfast because it just gets burpy. You Trial and error, man.
Yeah, the sticky peanut butter tends to stick to your insides and break down quicker. That's what I found. So it gives you some fuel, but then it doesn't it's not heavy. It doesn't do
Yeah,
anything like that negative to you. Like you said, it's just a positive. Gives you some fuel that can break down over time. That's
it's a
what I
good
found.
source. Yeah, it's a good source of protein too. So I just kind of envision like if I'm going to work out, I want some sugar, I want some oils. That's in peanut butter. You want some protein. That's in peanut butter. So I feel like it's just a good mix, quick thing. You can just literally just grab a spoon and boop, you're done and go.
Grab and go. Yep. Okay, so we kind of covered about how long and some things that you might be able to eat
Yeah,
to get some energy during a run or a workout. Water or Gatorade or any kind of fluid you're ingesting, the same kind of process. You want to try it out, see what you can
yeah,
tolerate, how much. You don't need a lot for most things. I mean, it might be too much, so you want to try a little bit and then go from there.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I think most people don't hydrate enough, and then what they try to do is they try to overly compensate for the fact that they haven't been drinking all day or all week or whatever, and they end up drinking too much water, and that can be problematic too.
Right.
You want to be kind of drinking throughout the day and staying hydrated.
Right.
If you're chugging a water bottle before you go for a run, you're probably gonna. If you don't feel sloshy, you're gonna throw that up. I would think. I just don't.
Get
It
the
would not
gurgly
feel good.
stomach.
Yeah, the McGurgles.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling. We've all been
No.
through that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I
I
don't know
think
about you, but do you
the
find
worst is
this
when it's
like,
audible, when you can actually hear it. You're like, oh
oh
man,
yeah, the audible slosh?
come on.
Um, do you find this though too? Like if I finish a run, unless it's like grueling hot, I have to take it easy drinking the water after the run too, or Gatorade or whatever it is. Like, you can't just slam it down. Like you see some people and they take a bottle of Gatorade and it's like gone. And it's like, man,
Yeah.
that doesn't feel good to me. Have you found that?
Yeah, no, I'm a sip kind of guy. I definitely take my time with it. Don't chug it down. Um, I ingest a good amount of fluids, but I don't do it in a quick manner. So I've always kind of drank a lot. So we covered eating, we covered drinking. Um, so what else do you recommend before the workout? Anything else, or just normal eating, drinking, like you mentioned?
Um, I would say that, and then I think this one is important. It's not necessarily nutrition, but I think it does save you from stomach issues or other issues. I recommend you go to the bathroom at least a half hour to hour before you go on your run or exercise in general, in my opinion. Especially if you don't know if there's going to be porta potties around, um, because you could have problems the other way, and we don't want that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think with exercise and fitness and working out and racing and whatever you're doing, once again, that's a kind of a learned pattern. So
Yeah,
um, big races, you see lines at those porta potties. You just see it, and the reason is because your body's going to be doing something. It needs to be in tip top shape. It doesn't need anything getting in the way. So people
yeah.
are waiting in line and taking their turn.
And they you're exercising and you're using a lot of other things, so your body has to decide where it's going to spend that energy and that blood supply. And so a lot of times it's your the digestive stuff that gets the blood flow taken away from. And so that's why people have issues and things like that. So you want to make sure that things are done and complete so that when that blood is going to your legs or your arms, and it's not going to cause problems because it's being taken away from that GI tract. So, go to the bathroom, people. I mean, those lines sometimes it's like, did a new video game come out? What's going on here? Why is everybody lined up?
Right, right. Yeah, those lines can get long pretty quick.
Yeah. Before every big race, everybody should go out there, get some stock in some of the toilet paper companies, and then, buy when it's in, low. It'll be in demand and then sell.
Not
Disclaimer, not a financial advisor.
not
That's a
not
joke.
not truly a good idea.
I'm like the Wolfman of Wall Street.
Right, right. That's it. This guy gives terrible advice.
I do recommend bringing your own toilet paper, though. You never know if your porta potty might be out.
I'll
I've had that
risk
happen a time or two.
it. Oh, that's funny.
It
All
is kind of
right.
funny. Like, there's probably, if there's not 1,000 or more, there's hundreds of porta potties at the starting area for Boston, right? And I'm waiting in line for one, and I had never even thought to check the toilet paper situation in a porta potty before. And for some reason that morning, I opened the thing, I checked, and I thought, oh, there's no toilet paper here. So I got out of line, I walked and I got some, napkins and stuff like that from where the food stuff was, got back in line, but learned a valuable lesson. If I'm at a big marathon, I always have a roll of toilet paper in my bag. What made me check that morning? What made me check?
Oh man, yeah. You always got to check.
Glad I did, though. That would have been
Yeah,
a
no. I mean, I just
topless run.
I recall a lot of situations. We did a lot of racing in college. Every weekend, pretty much all
Yeah.
year long.
Yep.
And there was a lot of races. There was a lot of lines. There was a lot of situations, and that is
Yeah.
not one you want to get into.
No, not at all. Not at
But
all.
there was always a teammate with a story. There was always somebody come back with some kind of crazy story. You live and you learn.
That is true. That is true. We've lived it, so you can learn it.
Now, let me ask you this. So, let's say I eat a giant meal, right? A Wolfman sized meal. And I already did my workout for the day. I already ran, maybe went swimming, maybe even rode a bike. Okay, I'm all done working out, but I'm full of food now. So what do I do? Should I exercise some more? Should I sit on the couch? What should I be doing?
What do you mean? Like,
I
you
ate my enormous meal. I just ate it, right?
gorged too much?
My stomach is full. I don't feel great. What do I do? I already exercised for the day. What should I do to help move this along? Should I just sit on the couch?
I just relax. I'm not, you know, I'm not a big.
You are a wolf. You just
Yeah,
lay down.
I, I am. I probably track things too much. Like I track all the calories and all that stuff, and if I'm over, people will do extra stuff, and like even my tracker will say like, oh, you could burn an extra X amount of calories if you did X amount of whatever, and I I don't do anything more or extra, and I don't try to compensate the next day by like, oh, I'll do this. You just get back on track. Just move on. You've had your fun, and one day is not going to ruin anything you've done. So, generally, if I do something like that, it's usually a lot of carbs. Carbs absorb a lot of water, and so like I won't log my weight that next day or anything like that because it's going to be more because you're going to be hanging on to a lot of water because your body needs to process all that sugar. So, you know. I don't sweat it. You just relax and move on, and tomorrow's another day. That's what I do. So
Yeah. I tend to try to move a little bit. If I feel that if if you go for a walk or something like that, something less strenuous, usually it helps. Treadmill around the block, whatever you got. Do
yeah,
like a
yeah,
little, even if it's like a quarter mile, half mile. That's going to be better than nothing, and that probably is going to help you move some of that food and process things a little quicker. Probably feel a little better, faster. I remember the one time my brother, uh, he ate a whole thing of like Ben and Jerry's, and was it Ben and Jerry? Yeah, I think it was Ben and Jerry's, and he
yeah. They come in that pint that
like the
they're like,
tub,
oh,
and
yeah,
like
this is a serving, but it's like 8 servings in a thing.
it's like a serving, but it's like 1,000 calories,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
so I remember he was like he felt so awful. He had to like go run afterwards. Like he just had to just go for a run just to try to make himself feel better after eating that much of it.
yeah. Man, no, not me. Because usually at that point, like kind of like you started with the question, like I've already done all the exercise I was planning for the day, so
Yeah, yeah.
I just you know carry on with my day, and tomorrow's a different one.
There
So
you go. You have both ends.
no
Pick one.
sense, no sense in beating yourself up, in my opinion.
Pick what you want to do. You could rest or you could go and exercise a little bit, but less strenuous exercise.
Yeah, don't redo everything you did.
And wait 45 minutes before you go swimming.
Right, 45 people, not 4501.
Yeah. Make sure it's not over or under.
Yeah, not 4459.
Yeah, I would always kind of laugh about that. Like where did that number come from? Like who came up with that as a valid thing to tell people?
Yeah, somebody should look that up and email us the answer. Our email's
Just
right there.
go to
Email,
the beach, start timing people.
email
Got
us the
another 20
answer.
minutes.
Report them to the lifeguard. Sir, that person, it's only been 43 minutes they're in the water.
He had two slices of pepperoni and a diet coke, and he's in the water already.
Maybe it's because the sharks will get an upset stomach if they eat
Oh,
you
that's what
from
it
what
is.
you've eaten.
You're upsetting the
Yeah,
marine life.
sharks can't take tongues. I don't actually know that. I'm not a marine biologist either.
Yeah, but we've got some that listen to the show, so we'll ask them.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, this is a waste of our time and our expertise.
I hope that's on Shark Week. Did Shark Week already happen? I hope it's on Shark Week sometime. We're going to try to give Tums to sharks.
I don't. I think it might have already happened. I'm not a big Shark Week person. I mean, I've read
Yeah.
books about sharks and stuff, but I've never really deep dive and you never really got into Shark Week at all.
I've watched bits and pieces of it, and no, I'm not a. I wouldn't consider myself a Shark Weeker either. You know?
There was a good book that I read called Close to Shore about the New Jersey shark attacks in the ocean and the rivers near like that kind of where the water would feed into from the
Yeah,
ocean when
yeah.
there's floods and stuff. And that was a pretty good book. But if you're like timid with sharks, then don't read the book. You'll never go in the ocean again.
I've seen you in the ocean. That's not true.
No, I'm not though. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're, I'm not a timid
Oh,
person. But
oh, I
if
got
you
you.
are, then don't read the book because the book's all about oh it was I believe it was 1912 shark attacks. But like I said, if that doesn't bother you, you can read the book and then you'll be fine. But if you're afraid of sharks in the ocean, then don't read the book.
Yeah.
Fair
So
warning. Fair warning, people.
we, the wife and I took a trip a couple weeks ago for our anniversary, and we went parasailing.
Yep.
And if you've never done it, you're with a group of other people that are also doing it. And so there was this mother and her son. I think he was like 13 or 14, and they will dip you if you want to be dipped. And he did not want to be dipped. Well, when they went up, the father was telling us how where they stayed the night before
Yeah.
showed the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
So he was like petrified. He got
Yeah.
dipped. Um,
Yeah, I I
but that was
like
fun.
parasailing. I didn't mind. I loved the jump in the waves and the boat going out. Like that was a lot of fun for me. If we just did that, I would have had a great time. I could have just kept jumping those waves and holding onto the boat the whole time. And then they took us up in the parasailing is very relaxing. Actually,
It
when you get up
is. It
there,
was
because
really
you're not
cool.
moving, and I thought that was great. I have a long story about that. I'm not going to tell the whole thing tonight, but basically, my wife did not like it.
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I would have been fine even if they like said, okay, now we release the rope and you just sail yourself down and we'll come pick you up. Like, I would have been fine with that too.
Yeah.
I'll land this myself. You come get me.
The
Oh, it
the
was fun.
the harness I thought was uncomfortable, but everything else was fine. A lot of fun. Highly recommend it if you've never done it.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's worth doing as long as you're not afraid of like you know heights and stuff like that. It's cool. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I agree.
Concur. We should have a concur counter. I think I say that almost every episode.
I just want to throw this out there because I don't know if we've mentioned it lately, but gym schools.
I don't know, but yeah. His race is coming up here. Hashtag Doodah. Make sure. I don't think it's too late to sign up, but I don't think you're guaranteed a shirt anymore.
Yes, and the Wyoming Valley Run is coming up too, the end of the month, and I'm not sure if that's open even at this point.
I think yesterday was the last day you could sign up for that one.
Yesterday, there it is, and
I believe.
remember that is a quick 10 miler, so hopefully you signed up for it if you're gonna be looking for a quick 10 miler. And if you didn't, there's always next year.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a fun race. They're both fun races.
And you've got a big one coming up. What is that?
Wine Glass. I think that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that'd be it.
Yeah. Wine Glass is about 6 weeks away.
The marathon.
Um, the marathon. Yep, yep. So I think they've got a 5K and an 8K, the half marathon and the full marathon. The 8K might be a trail run a different time of year, but it's a good event. It's fun. A lot of people I know go up there. A lot of people we've had on the show have been up there, so I'm hoping to
Sure.
run into some people.
Yeah.
Um,
It is a gorgeous course from what we've been told, and
yeah,
you've seen,
yeah,
obviously. But their Instagram is cool and everything. And the only thing is, it's not quite as crowded. So if you like a little less crowded, that'd be
yeah.
the one to do. If you want more of a crowd, you got to go to a big city.
A big city. You got any races coming up?
I like we talked about. I popped my knee, and
Oh yeah, how's that doing? I meant to ask you
it's
that.
it's doing better, but then like the one day I just turned the wrong way and all of a sudden it was irritated again. And then it started feeling good again, and then my other knee started bothering me, probably because I was walking funny when that knee was bothering me. So I kind of did a bilateral for a little while, and now I'm feeling better again. I feel like I could probably start up again, but I'm just trying not to tweak that knee.
Yeah, yeah.
And hopefully, I'm right there.
I like it. Back at it.
Back at it, and now that I know what to eat, when to eat, how to drink, I should be good, and I'll have my 45-minute clock going.
Nice.
Hashtag Doodah. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. So if you enjoyed the episode, remember to like, share, subscribe, support the show, tell your friends all about it.
Tell all your friends all about it. Don't forget, if you have any questions, we've got answers. They might not be the right ones, but go ahead and email us.
And wait 45 minutes before swimming.
That's right.
Thanks for listening, guys. Maverick and Wolfman, running out.